logarithms follow three important rules, and we call these the properties of logarithms. I'll give you an example of each so you can better understand them, but I've listed all of them here so you can write in your notes. For rule 1, if we have the logarithm to any base, let's make an example log base 2, of any two terms being multiplied together. So let's use x and y. We can rewrite this as the sum of two logarithms. And that would look like the log base 2 of x plus a log base 2 of y. This can be particularly helpful when it's easier to simplify these two logarithms than it is to simplify the original logarithm. So that's rule 1. Rule 2 states that if we have the logarithm of any base, so let's do this to the base of 5, of any two terms being divided, so we can write x over y for our example, we can rewrite this with subtraction. And so we can rewrite as the log base 5 of x minus the log base 5 of y. Again, this can be particularly useful if it's easier for us to simplify these individual logs compared to the original problem. And finally, rule 3 states that if we have the logarithm of any base, let's say 7, of a term, x, raised to an exponent. So let's give it an exponent of 3. Again, it can be any exponent. We can rewrite this as a multiplication problem. And so we can put that 3 in front of our logarithm. And it may make it easier for us to evaluate the logarithm, again, without the exponent being also inside the logarithm. These closely follow exponent rules, which when we multiply things with exponents, so like 3 to the x times 3 to the y, we add the exponents if we want to combine these terms. When we divide, so if we have 3 to the x over 3 to the y, we subtract the exponents. And when we take something like 3 to the x to an exponent, like y, we multiply our exponents. And it goes in line with the logic that logarithms are another way of writing exponents.